My name is Rajiv Ramanan. I'm one of the co-founders of Spendflo. And what we do at Spendflo is we help companies save a lot of money on their technology spends, primarily SaaS spends. We help them cut it down by up to 30%, otherwise we give them money back.
Okay. So where did you get the idea for your company?
Before starting Spendflo, I used to work in a company called Freshworks. And Freshworks is a very well-known SaaS company out of India, and I spent about 6 years in Freshworks. And at Freshworks, I used to lead a lot of nonlinear growth initiatives, and I used to run multiple partnership types for Freshworks. At that time, I used to work with over 1,000 plus SaaS companies as part of my job. And we partnered with Freshworks on multiple kind of domains and multiple kind of verticals for SaaS with Freshworks products. And I realized that SaaS is actually taking over everybody's life. So in the past 3-4 years, even if I started introspecting, I realized that I've been using more than 4x the number of tools I was using before. And that is taking over the world. And at some point of time, realized that there needs to be some governance and control on top of that. And also as a SaaS seller, I myself know that I've never been consistent in giving pricing to my customers. Everybody knows what is your ceiling, but nobody knows the floor. So pricing is pretty opaque. So if we are able to realize value for our customers through building a solution that can help them to go and buy, negotiate and manage their SaaS better, I thought that would be a good solution to this problem, and that's how Spendflo started.
Great, sir. So how do you feel being at TiECon today?
I'm very, very happy. The ecosystem has become so big right now and it's buzzing. We see multiple types of companies and multiple entrepreneurs at different stages of their ventures coming here, but the energy is really high. So people are sharing ideas openly. There is nothing that is being concealed or being very, very restricted. So I feel great being here because it's a place to celebrate entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship, and I'm excited to be here.
Can you share an incident in your life where you had to exhibit resilience or prove yourself through hard times, and how did you get through that?
So when you talk about my professional journey, resilience is something that I feel is very, very relevant today, because the market has changed so much in the past 6 months to 9 months that you cannot operate the same way you were operating a few months back or a few years back. So businesses are being very, very cautious. Market condition is being very, very, everybody's waiting and watching on what's going to happen over the next 1 to 2 years, right? So given the situation, the core to resilience is being adaptable and being aware of what you are, what your strengths are, what your weaknesses are and stuff like that. If you ask me about one example, when I was running the startup program at Freshworks. So at that point of time when we started the program, a lot of our competitors were already providing different credits and onboarding different customers and stuff like that. We were a little late to that particular party. But when so initially when we were trying out, the adoption was pretty slow. But then we realized that we had to play to our strengths. So we started going all out and building partnerships with over 600 plus ecosystems in the next 1 to 1.5 years globally. We won with great engagement, great services and providing overall value. We didn't try to sell. We actually moved away from the core engine of selling to actually showing value, and we did that consistently, and results started flowing in because of that. So I believe that being resilient is being aware of what you can do, how you should be doing your business, and also not being overconfident and going out and burning everything that you have. Being really focused helps you to be resilient, and being resilient is an outcome, I would say, of all the efforts that you take throughout.
So amongst all these things that you do you have any activities or daily habits that you do to manage your time effectively?
See, honestly, I have 2 kids and I run my business. My wife also works. So our business has been growing very, very fast in the last 6 to 9 months. So we've given that, to be very honest, I don't have a routine that I follow to manage my time effectively. I feel I'm still learning that. But one thing in particular is I try to get my workouts done. So be it yoga, I do yoga 3 times a week, or even when I'm traveling, I try to do my walks or run, because I don't need to depend on where I am and what kind of equipment I need and stuff like that. So I try to build habits that are very sustainable. So from meal standpoint, I stopped overindulging on my meal just to make sure that I'm in control. So one thing that I'm doing consciously is taking care of my health so that I can be more productive and more available to a lot of dynamic changes in my life. So I'll be honest here, I don't have a routine. I don't really exactly manage my time really well. And I think that's how it will be for the next 6 months to 9 months when we are building this out, where we have to be very dynamic. At the same time, some core principles we shouldn't compromise, that is time with your family and also taking care of your health. So these are the two things I try to focus on and internalize wherever possible.
What is a piece of advice that you would give young or upcoming entrepreneurs or startup founders who want to start something new or who want to develop on an existing idea and do it in a better way?
So one thing that I would tell all entrepreneurs is don't start with solution first. Okay, be very problem obsessed. First, identify something that is a problem and that is a problem for a lot of people, and figure out if that is something that falls under your skill set to go and solve for. Okay, so don't jump into building something assuming that this will be a problem for a lot of people. Spend a lot of time validating it. Today, you have multiple ways in which you can validate your idea. You have enough networks, enough ecosystems. And TiE is a great ecosystem, for example, right? If you have an idea, you can bring it in, network with people in TiE. They are very open to give you feedback and stuff. So initially spend a lot of time in validating what you're doing. Then build a business around it. Don't think I want to start first, build a business, then go and validate the idea. So two things are extremely important. Founder problem fit and problem market fit are extremely important. And these both, if you address and build a product, then you will easily attain product market fit.